here, and as is usual, I am glad and I welcome everyone in here in our every Sunday's discussion. So Dan and Jean, of course, from Canada, and if I may, okay, just raise your hand later on. If I may not be able to recognize you right away, just please raise your right hand. Joey Darius is from Ireland. Of course, Oligario, as I mentioned earlier, is from Pampanga, your Philippines. Am I right, Ollie?
Yes, yes. Excuse me, Jan. May
Yeah.
I introduce my classmate? Is there Enrique Castuna?
Of
Kindly
course.
welcome him.
Rico,
Hello. Hi. Yes.
glad to
Hi.
glad to meet you in here, and I'm happy to have you in here in our discussion. Okay, just stay tuned
Yes.
with us.
Thank you. Thank you.
I know this is a short discussion. This is only as much as possible. We are trying to condense this into 1 hour discussion, but we try as much as possible to give you insight about the business and about, of
Mhm.
course, the product that we have in here. But in
Okay.
any event, what after this, if you do have more questions, we can accommodate with that after the discussion. Okay.
Sure. Okay.
Welcome and good day, good evening in the other part of the globe. Our Joyce is from Belgium. Thank you, our Joyce, for joining us. Today we were going to hear quite a good information from our Joyce as well. Lucy is from Kuwait. Thank you, Lucy, for joining us again. Tan, and of
Hello.
course,
Hello,
and Jeanette
everyone.
is here, my neighbor in Oakville. Lily, hi Lily. Well, thank you for joining us. Lily is also here in Canada. And who else did I not recognize and mention in here right away? Muhammad.
Hi everyone. I'm
Hello,
sorry.
Lily. Happy Sunday to you.
I'm good. I just woke up and sorry. So I
Oh,
didn't
that's all right.
open my
This is the
camera.
beauty of our business. Wherever you are, right? In bed, in park, in the mall, we can always join and discuss about the business. So I'm not going to go forward. As I said, 9:05, we will start our discussion in here. PV, welcome again. PV is from Russia. And look at how we do our business here. Europe, Philippines, Fred Castro. Fred, thank you for joining us, Fred. I know I'm not sure where is the Fred. Fred, are you in the Philippines or in other uh, countries as well? Thank you and welcome for joining us in here. Of course, Ari. Ari?
Mr. Jan, sa Pilipinas po siya, si Kuya Fred po.
Ah,
Invite
okay.
ko po.
Yes, yes, Fred. Fred. Welcome, Fred. Okay, I am sure we will have a further discussion later on after this meeting. And write down your questions. We will discuss it later on, okay? Jackie, Ma'am Jackie Raburar. Jackie, thank you for joining us. And I'm sure you will love to hear what I wanted to hear later on from one of us in here. And this is a very exciting discussion. We will talk about the product. We will talk about how to make money in here. And we'll talk about the vision that we can look forward in Atomy. Welcome, everyone. Today, Sunday. I know it's evening in the Philippines, afternoon in the other part of the globe. I am very excited. I am very happy, and I'm sure, right, you as well will get excited with our discussion for today. Let me begin with slides. My slides in here, and again, for every one of us in here, bear with us. We will try to condense our discussion for 1 hour, as much as possible if we can. Today's topic is all about what is really the product that we carry in here in Atomy, and how this product, right, really help us as well. This is not about the business. This is all about our product benefit to ourselves. And this is about what is the opportunity that we can also benefit aside from the quality and effectiveness of the product. So why Atomy? I am sure everyone will also mention about this. Why Atomy? Now, for our new participants in here, this is the questions that you will ask. Why Atomy? This is the same question that I also asked for myself and for most of us. Maybe for those people that already started in here 6 years ago, 10 years ago, why Atomy? Why I haven't heard Atomy before? Why I did not see Atomy on advertisement or any other platform or marketing, right? Platform. But why Atomy is so great and why Atomy is growing so fast the last 10 years. So today our discussion will focus more into the success story. Either that is a success story about making good money, residual income, a success story about the quality of the product and how this product as well benefit right ourselves. We will discuss more briefly about a compensation plan, but again, if you guys will not get to really picture out the whole aspect of compensation, we are be able to discuss it one by one. And business mindset, the builders, the visionary, and beyond what we can look forward with Atomy. I would like to introduce to you that we do have in Atomy, we have this shopping mall. It is an online shopping platform that we already have in 18 countries. And this year, we are going to open 8 more countries as per the company's plan for this year's opening. So Turkey will be added right by April. Mid this year also, UK or England will also open. Later on, we will discuss more about it. This is the picture of our website. We do have in the Philippines, we have a warehouse distribution in the Philippines and plus 18 more countries. I will not go beyond with this, but I guess what this is what we are going to go through with this. Today, I invited and I asked her personally to share to us how Hemohem, one of our flagship product in here, make a difference into her health life. I am very glad and happy. I would like to welcome Mom, right, Jackie Raburar, if she can share it to us, the success story of Hemohem into her life. Mom Jackie, will you be able to share to us how the Hemohem really a little bit low, but I think yes, we can.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Thank you very much. So, hi, good evening, everyone. Thanks for having me here. I'm Jackie Durabura. Hello. Um, I'm 38 years old. I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease 6 years ago. So, autoimmune disease, it's a condition in which your immune system mistakenly attacks your body. So there are actually different types of autoimmune disease. Mine is RA or rheumatoid arthritis. So the immune system attacks my joints. Sometimes I have flare-ups, meaning the disease is very, very aggressive. I can stand easily. There's pain all over my body, especially joints. So it's very hard for me to live on a daily basis. Um, but fortunately, to cut the story short, Dr. Julie Valencia, my professor during my master's in one of the famous university in the Philippines, so she actually recommended to me the Hemohim herbal extract. So that I tried for about a month now. So I noticed that there is changes in my body. I think it really gives me a good feeling. Before I was always feel tired and dizzy, and after taking all my medicines, then I feel like I don't have energy at all. But Hemohim gives me a good feeling and energy. That's what I've noticed since I started to take this herbal extract. And aside from that, one of my medicines, it is anti uh, it is non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. um, I've been taking that for so many years now, but um, luckily and surprisingly, I eliminate that uh, medicine. So, nakabawas ng kahit at least sa of all those medicines that I'm taking, I eliminate one of those. So it actually gives me a good benefit because as you know, non-steroidal or anti-inflammatory is really bad to our um, kidney. So I hope that by continuing using Hemohim, um, it will help me a lot on my on this journey, this having autoimmune disease. So I am I'm expecting that um, the more I take the Hemohim and the for this one, I will continue using Hemohim herbal extract to so maybe in the future I will no longer take all my medicines. So I will surely recommend this product to my friends and relatives. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Hearing that, I am having a goosebump. And I'm sure all of us in here as well were also very, very, excited about hearing that kind of uh, big results. So if I ask a lot of people in here about the hemohem experience as well, including myself, I'm sure we will have a very, very long story to share in here. But may I ask, Jackie, how long you been using the hemohem?
Um, it's about I think for about almost 2 months now.
Almost 2 months. Just for almost 2 months, you already see the effect on you. I do pray and hope that hemohem will really boost and your immune system balance it out. That is the beauty of our product. If you can hear more about how hemohem really helps our body to balance out our immune system, I think that is really perfect for you. That includes myself, my story about hemohem, and I'm sure Joy Idaris, from Ireland, also a very good story about hemohem. And I will ask Mr. Joe next time to share his story, and not only his story, but his the whole family story about Hemohem. Not only for the Hemohem, but a lot of product as well. Thank you so much, Jackie, for sharing your story with us, your success story about this product, and we are proud of this product. Myself, this is why since the beginning, when this product really helps me to recover my health, and I promise to myself this will be my advocacy for the rest of my life. This product is amazing. But not only that, we are carrying right 400 plus product, good quality product in Atomy. So if we talk about it, this product that we carry with Atomy, and I'm sure by Jehemohem as our flagship product and the rest of the product that we have in here, our company carry a very quality product that can also help our body. So thank you again so much for sharing that. I really do appreciate it. And I'm sure we will be hearing more about you. And I do hope, yes, one at a time, your medication will disappear. Thank you again. And for this, right now, I will give the floor to Vinod to give us what is the other benefit, opportunity that we have in here in Atomy. Right? We just hear from Jackie about the quality of product, especially the hemohem that we have. But what else can we expect and can we look forward with our Atomy journey? Vinod?
Thanks, John, and good morning, good evening, team. happy to see this team. Like, it's such a diverse team. As Jonathan mentioned, we have folks from Philippines, Russia. Lucy is here. Yeah, she's from Middle East. Who else? We have from Canada, of course. So and from Belgium, Joyce. Such a diverse team. It's amazing. This team is growing. Great. So why do we join Atomy? Why are we interested in Atomy? One is products, for sure. All the amazing products that Atomy has, no doubt about it. Another thing is, we are all looking to create that passive income and eventually that generational wealth, because Atomy also lets you pass on your membership to the next generation and to the following generations. So for 2 generations, you can pass on whatever you're building it now, right? As so most people, it's not an easy thing to do. I mean, there's a lot of work involved to set that up. But think about it, you work for a few hours and then your rest of the life is set for yourselves, for your next generation and the following generation. We are all leaders here. We are all, we all embrace this work. Like most people, 95% of the people don't even think about trying to do something like what we are doing here now, because they just don't want to work. They just want to do their job 9 to 5, go home, watch TV, go to sleep, and their life will continue like this. So so where I was going with this is 2 important things why we are involved with Atomy. Number one is products. Number 2 is creating that passive income. So I see a lot of fresh faces in here. Thanks for joining, everyone. Um, my original plan was to go through the compensation structure in a more detailed manner. However, we changed that plan in the last minute. Like, now I'm just going to walk you through, like, what is the plan? Like, you're fresh into the system. What do we want to do? The first few months, how do we do this? What should we do to get there? So there could be, like, you might be confused as to what is your next step and so on. So I'm just going to give you an overall blueprint, let's say, for the first 6 months. What do we do for the first 6 months? Okay, and what is achievable in the first 6 months? And on top of this, if you really want to go through the compensation structure in detail, come back next week. We will go through that in detail. Deal? All right, cool. Let me share my screen. Okay. We don't need to go through that animation. So here's what I wanted to talk to you about. So let's say for the first 6 months, what do we want to do in the first 6 months, and what can we expect to achieve? Let's break it down. So in the first month, learn the basics as much as possible. And as you can see in the objectives column, the first month, like it says systems and products, and both are very important. If products are important for 2 reasons. One, like you need to know the products in Atomy so that you can decide for yourselves what is good for you, what products can you use just before going to bed, what products you want to use when you wake up in the morning, what products you want to use to replace some of the food items like the coffee, for example, or the noodle, and whatever it is. You need to understand the products in Atomy. And unlike any other, I haven't seen any other business like this where you go into the Atomy mall, into your own profile, you go to your Atomy shopping mall and click on a product, you will see every detail regarding that product, including the minute ingredients and what it is used for, how is it beneficial to you, and how you should use this. So that's one. And number two, like at least, also from a higher level to understand what should be your daily routine, to make it most effective, the use of the products. So try to learn this either from the Atomy channels, or by talking to your sponsors, coming into these meetings. You will learn all those things. So learn that. And the system is also very important because you need to know how to navigate through the Atomy shopping mall, how to navigate through your own profile, how to add new members to your team, um, how to find your PVs, and so for everything you need to understand the system pretty well. And that's one of the reasons during these calls, generally we have some form of discussions regarding the system, like just teaching, going through the system and teaching everything, how to navigate through this. So it's very important in the first month, try to absorb as much as possible in terms of system and products. That's a learning phase. Second month, start taking actions. Essentially, if you like the product, if you like some products, start sharing it with your friends or the relatives, um, or even strangers for that matter, on Facebook or wherever. Try to give as much exposure to it as possible, because that's how you are building interest in the community, as well as that's how you are attracting other potential leads, potential members. And at the least, you are just sharing some goodwill with other people. You are using some amazing products, you're just sharing with others. Hey guys, this is what I'm using. And guess what? If you had used this for 1 month, especially the skin products, it will show on your face. And other your close friends will start asking, so what's different? What you've been doing? So this is the perfect use case. Like if you're using something good on you, why not share it with others, right? So start taking these actions, start building up your team, start adding members, start registering members, teach them what to do. So this is start taking actions like this. And by the third month, if you consistently use the products, consistently take actions, chances are by the third month, you will start receiving your commissions. Now, what will it take? What will it take to receive commission? So that detail, the tactical details, like how do you achieve commission? How many points do you need? How many points your downline needs? These things will go in detail during one of the compensation structure talks. And Jonathan, let's do this next week. So everyone knows, like if they want to learn about compensation, come back next week, and then that's the right platform to learn this. So you need a few members, as mentioned in the objective section, on each side, in order to start making commissions, right? So one commission, as you can see here, is about $70, and there's much more to it. This is a much simplified form. So one commission, let's assume at this point, it's about $70, 70 Canadian dollars. We have a few Filipinos in here, so this is the translation to Filipino pesos. So as you can see, it is serious money. $70 will not change your life, but it is still a serious amount of money. It's not a joke, right? And you can start earning it by the third month. And by the 4th month, as you are adding new members, as your members start using more products, as those members start adding new members, eventually you start making like commission a couple of times a month by the 4th month. And so that $70 now became $140 per month. And in pesos, it's like $5,000. So what you will need to achieve that, and these are like, kind of the numbers that we have seen playing out. This could be more or less. Sometimes you can achieve this with just 5 members. Sometimes you will probably need 50 members to achieve this. As you can imagine, it depends on the habits of the purchasing habits of yourselves and your members, right? But this is kind of an average number that we are seeing. And by 5th month, now you have started making some serious money here, right? By the 5th month, you can achieve this 4 times commission. Essentially, that means 1 commission per week. You probably need like 50 members on each side, and not just 50 members, but at least a majority of them have to use some products. They must be like repeat customers. So if there are no 50 repeat customers, you probably need much more than these 50 members, and a fraction of them will be repeat customers. Essentially, what we are saying is you probably need about 50 members, repeat customers, to achieve this. Now, again, don't be alarmed by these numbers. You are not personally attaching all these 50 members to your team. It could be some of these members could be your direct contacts. Some of these members could be contacts of your other members. So just think about it. Out of 50 members, probably 25 are from your contacts, and the remaining 25 are added by other members. So in 5 months, can't you add 25? Can't you talk and add 25 members to your team? Definitely possible. Absolutely. And by 6th month, if things are going well, if we have like almost 100 paid members, sorry, not paid, my bad, 100 repeat customers, we may even achieve this, which is 560 Canadian dollar commission, like 8 times commission in that month. And when you achieve, so if you achieve this 8 times commission within a 2-week time period, that's how you achieve sales mastership. Essentially, that's not an exact translation, but approximately. Essentially, if you make 2.5 million on each sites in a 15-day time period, that's when you achieve sales mastership. So if you work well, if things are going well, you can achieve sales mastership in 6 months. And this is what you earn each time you become a sales master. Approximately 500 plus commissions plus a $500 bonus in half a month. If you do it twice in a month, you are essentially making about 2,000 plus income, 2,000 plus Canadian dollar income every month. In pesos, I guess that's approximately $80,000. Now we are talking about serious money. Achieving auto sales mastership, as our CEO says, Mr. Henry Park, achieving auto sales mastership is 90% of your business. Now, what it means is you have already built the foundation for the team, and the team will pick up pace from there. Your other team members, if you have the right members, and there are some leaders within those downline members, chances are they will be also starting to build your team under you, and from there it will start to have an exponential growth. So 90% of the work will be done, if you became auto sales master. Now, this timeline, as it says 6 months, it could be different for different individuals. There may be people who has achieved auto sales mastership in 4 months, and for some others it could be 2 years or 2.5 years. But the the lesson I want to convey here, the message I want to convey here is this is achievable. If you are serious in this business, if you love the products, if you share it enough, share it to enough people, if you learn the process, learn the business, implement it, this is definitely achievable. Now, even if you didn't achieve it in 6 months, so what? You may take a little bit longer, maybe 1 year, 1.5 year, maybe 2 years, you can still achieve it. But my suggestion is try to get there as soon as possible to keep up that momentum. Otherwise, if you stay in this stage for a long time, you will, you know, you will lose that momentum. What am I doing all this for? Just to achieve $70 per month? Um, but that's not our aim, right? Our aim is start achieving this. Really, this is our short-term goal, and the long-term goal is much bigger than this, and we'll go through that in detail in the next session. But really achieving 2,000 Canadian dollar per month consistently, that is our short-term goal. And how short-term it is it in 6 months or 2 years? You get to decide. Um, and one more quick thing I want to, just one more slide. So very important for everyone, especially, if you're new, and not just to Atomy, generally in your life, if you want to advance, you need to have a goal. You need to set goals. And the goal must be, and this is called SMART goals. The goal must be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. What it means is that if you set up something, okay, in 2 months from now, I want to be a millionaire. Okay, that's not a goal setting. That's dreaming, right? The reason, is it achievable? Yeah, maybe if you win a lotto, it is achievable. But is it realistic? No, probably not. So that's not goal setting. That's just dreaming. But things like, okay, I want to achieve auto sales mastership in 9 months from now. Yeah, now that is a goal. That is specific. You specifically talking about what you want to achieve. Is it measurable? Absolutely. You can measure. Are you an auto sales master or not? Is it achievable? 100%. It is definitely achievable. Realistic? Absolutely. Is it timely? Yes, it's good. So always set a goal, set a SMART goal, and then aim for it. You will achieve success. Cool. Back to you, Jonathan.
Thank you so much, Vinod. Right, as always, right, you really bring the clear definition of how it is going to go with us, especially with the numbers. I like Vinod when he explained about bringing the numbers into the table, what he has a clear vision and clear explanation about it. Yes, it is a project for us to begin with, 6 month project. Serious enough with the business, right? Especially of most of us, I would say, most of us in here are looking into what is beyond for us. What is the business? What is the benefit for us in this business? What is the opportunity? You may as well ask right now for some of us in here, especially for new people, you may ask how to get into that, how to achieve 80,000 pesos or $2,000 in Canadian every month. Would that be possible, doable? It is. That is why what Vinod emphasized that smart settings, smart goal settings. He emphasized the timely, there is a time frame. He emphasized that that is quite reliable, reliable. That is, it is. Can I indicate myself with that? Yes, I become a sales master in 6 months. Would There be people in here in this group meeting that did it ahead. Yes, Eric did it for 3 months. I just did it for 2 months. So it is possible, right? Now the question again for us in here is how would that do for us? And I'd like to share this screen in here for everybody. We, as here in Atomy, this is my why. That is why I did Atomy. I love the product, and absolutely, I am a satisfied consumer of the product. For the last 2 years, White never had any flu, and for the last 2 years, of course, White, I recover my health. The business aspect of this company is amazing. The mission of Atomy for every country is unbelievable, and how much Atomy share why to every country. That is the social why responsibility of the company to every country where it is operating. The values of sharing. Next time we will discuss more about it. But what we are looking in here is right above all of these three, the mission, the vision, the values is the residual income that just did not give us a glimpse of it. Every week, right, we are sharing a lot of information about us in here. And today I'd like to ask one of us in here to share to us what did she right see in this company in the beginning, and what is she looking beyond right in the next 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, even beyond. I'd like to ask our Joyce if she can share to us her vision, Atomy vision, and of course, what is she looking beyond in the future.
Hi everyone. So again, I don't know why I'm so nervous again. Last week I was so nervous and now I'm nervous again. So yeah, because maybe because I was like so excited the whole day. Let me just tell you a bit of my day. It was very productive. So this morning I spoke with my husband and I finally say what I wanted to do, and he gave me his 100% support. And one African lady who is, yeah, African Belgian, came to our house, to our home, to get the bulk order products for the second time around. And she told me that she will be opening her shop and we will be putting one rack of Atomy products there with a video streaming of her daughter, because her daughter is every day doing some videos for the before and after effect of our products. In some time, I already asked her, they will be here in one of our meetings to discuss the benefits of the products for Black people. And then she will be introducing me to the African community here in Belgium. Probably by next week, we'll go to church and she will introduce me to everyone, which is gonna be a big plus for me. And on top of this African lady, I know one very good reporter of ABS-CBN that is residing here in Belgium. I spoke to her this morning, and I asked her for her, little precious time to spare with me, so that I could discuss her Atomy and the products. So without any hesitation, she gave me her time. So we will meet on Saturday. And she already asked me to bring some of my products because she wanted to buy some. And my ear was just like flipping like this because I couldn't contain my excitement. And I'm just so happy because it's not only gonna be very beneficial for me, but it will also be very beneficial for my partners. So for everyone who doesn't know, here in Atomy, we will not be able to succeed alone. So in order for us to succeed, we have to also help our partners. So for today, I will be sharing my life scenario for the second time around. First, I shared it with my own team during our Saturday meeting. So for now, I'm going to be sharing my screen. Okay. Let me just introduce myself. My name is Arjoyce. I'm 30 years old. I am originally from the Philippines, but I'm now living here in Belgium. I am married for how many years? 15, 16, 17. Sorry, I lost count. For almost 7 years now. My husband is Belgian, and we got three kids. My eldest is 10 years old, and I have a twins of 3 years old. They are boy and girl. This is Sami, this is Nika, and this is Nico. So we are living here in Belgium for a month because we recently transferred from Poland to Belgium. We were living in Poland for 4.5 years due to our work. So now we're back here. So this is me when I was a child. And how did I meet my husband? First of all, because I don't like anyone to have this confusion, because some people are thinking that maybe some Filipinos are meeting, white men because of the money. But I met my husband when I was in Finland. I was having a job there, so I did not I am not with him just because of the money, just because I love him. Okay, so I wanted to avoid this confusion to everyone. Okay, so let me just inform you how I met Atomy. I met Atomy through a friend, through my colleague actually. We were working together for 3 years. One day she approached me about Atomy, and she said, register, I will be benefiting from the commission. I will be benefiting from the products. So I have been rejecting her for I think 3 weeks because I didn't need it. I had a very good job, and yeah, I didn't see the need of it. But one day I was looking for a product that will even my skin tone on my face. So I said, why not? I can check the product. So I did, and I found the Absolute, and that was the first product I bought, and I bought it from Canada. So it took 3 months, almost a month, 3 weeks, almost a month before it arrived here in when I was still in Poland. And the first time that I used it, I felt very good, and I really fell in love with the product. And after 3 weeks of using it, it was really amazing. I had my before and after, and yeah, it was just really amazing. I loved it. I called my friend whom I didn't talk for 8 months, and she noticed the difference on my face. So she asked me, what did I do on my face? And I said, I just used this product from South Korea. I didn't even introduce her the name of the company, or the business and so on, because I was just so excited with the product. So then she wanted to try this product, and eventually she became my business partner as well. So we are working hand in hand to achieve this, Atomy dream, the residual income that we want. So as I mentioned a while ago, I said that my day was very productive because finally I spoke with my husband about what I wanted to do. Because recently, a month ago, I quit my job from Poland. I had a very, very good job, actually, a very good paying job, but this is not what I want to do. Something is still missing on me that I wanted to achieve. So I quit it. And then after a month, I got another job. I went there, I think 2 days ago. I had to drive 140 kilometers, which was also not good because per day it's quite tiring. I had to be on the road for at least 3 hours just to get to my job and to go back home. And when I went to that job, I said to myself, it's not for me. It's not what I wanted to do. So then the next day, I quit my job again. And then finally, I told my husband that I really wanted to do Atomy. I wanted to spread the good news of Atomy to everyone here in Belgium. Yes, I don't know a lot of people, but the people that I approach knows a lot of people that will eventually, get my network, our network bigger here in Belgium. So one of my advocacy here in Belgium, here in Atomy, is to help a lot of my fellow Filipinos, because I myself, I had been an OFW as well. So I was cleaning houses here in Belgium, because here in Belgium, if someone does not know the language, you cannot get a better paying job. So in the beginning, I didn't know the language. I couldn't enroll to a language school because my visa was already expiring. So I had to wait until it is renewed. So what I did is I asked my husband to write me on a piece of paper on English. I said, can you please write me, hi, neighbor, I'm R. Joyce. I have some hours. I can do some cleaning for you. Then he wrote it for me. I remember I wrote it on 50 pieces of paper, like really handwritten, not printed. And I walk here on our community, and I put it on their mailboxes. And after a day, I received some hours, and after a week, I received my full 40 hours. But then I told myself that this is really not who I am. This is not what I want. So by that time, while I was integrating with the people, I was learning the language by myself. After 6 months, I um, I did a test, so I passed two levels, and then after a year, I could speak the language fluently. And my goal is to learn French. So starting tomorrow, I'm gonna follow French so that I can introduce Atomy to every person I know in French, in Dutch, in English, in Tagalog, and in Finnish. And then also the reason why I joined Atomy again is I wanted to help a lot of Filipinos like my business partners, because I know how hard these people are going through, because they are not with their families. Because I myself, my mother was also an OFW, and she was always um, leaving me when I was a child. So until one day, there was a time that she was leaving, and I was not crying anymore because I got used to it. So I became rebellious with my parents. I tried to end my life 3 times. Um, and there, when I get to Europe, I experienced the hard life. I experienced how to work on a home of someone else. So this is not what I wanted to do for my children. I don't want them to be, to be helpless, to be growing up without their parents. So the goal is to have at least one fellow Filipino to go home and be with their family, because a child does not deserve to be to not be with their parents. Okay. So sorry. And now I'm gonna be presenting you my other screen, which is what I wanted to do here in Atomy. Um, Can I be the host, John, so I could present the other screen? Okay. So, in the life scenario, we have four parts. We have the flesh, spirit, environment, and soul. For the flesh, health and business. For the health, I chose to have a balanced life and more time for myself by January 2022. So I wanted to stay healthy. I wanted to stay beautiful for my husband, for my family. And for the business, I wanted to be successful here in Atomy. And to be able for me to be successful here in Atomy, I have to help my business partners to be successful as well. So by 2021, I wanted to be a Diamond Master, October 2021. So Eri, Hendra, I know John will be speaking to you soon. So we will have a lot to talk about. And by 2022 October, I wanted to be a Sharon Rose Master. And by October 2024, I wanted to be a Star Master. Um, then I wanted to be an Imperial Master by 2031 if everything goes well. And I know that it is not impossible if I will have the courage, the determination to do it. And for the spirit, I choose family and children. So for the family, I wanted to have my family to be intact, to be together, because I came from a broken family, and I don't want my children to experience that, because I can tell you it tastes like shit. Um, it is not a good example for the children to have the mom and the dad separated. So I don't want them to experience this because I have experienced the worst in my life. Okay, and for the children, I wanted to have a balanced life, more precious time for my kids, and I know that starting tomorrow, I am already achieving this because my husband finally gave me his 100% support that I can be with my children. I have my own time. And you know what? We are just renovating our house. He has allotted one big room for me to be my office. So it will be done in 3 weeks. And I wanted to have a trust fund for my children, 200,000 for each of my children for by the end of 2025. And then for the environment to contribute, I chose service and global volunteering. So as I told you a while ago, I have my friend here who is my business partner. We are working hand in hand to boost Atomy, to tell Atomy to everyone. So for the service, we wanted to have a recreational program for the elderly because my friend is very artistic. We wanted to visit the homes of elderly people, and we wanted to have artistical program. And on top of that, we wanted them to experience our Atomy products. So we will combine it, artistical workshop plus day spa. Why do you want to do that? Because here in Europe, when people are old, they are just going to the homes, sad reality waiting for their death. So we want them to experience life one more time, to experience love one more time. And then global volunteering. I wanted to have an educational feeding program for the kids because in my country, um, some people, those who does not have a lot of money, these children are just on the streets, not eating in one day. Sometimes they just beg for money just for them to eat. So what I wanted is to give at least 5% of my income to this elderly and to the children so that I could feed them. I will start from my country. And for the soul, I chose to have the learning and the travel. So for the learning, I really wanted to have a deeper understanding of Atomy vision and mission until June 2021. And I don't have a degree. So I am wanting to finish my degree, if not this year, by next year. And then for the travel, I wanted to travel the world together with my loved ones by 2023, at least 10 countries a year. And I know that this is not impossible because Atomy is already a tool for us. What we have to do is to share the good news, be courageous, and be determined, and believe that we will achieve our goals. So that's it. Back to you, John.
Thank you so much, Joyce. The reality and the vision, the reality that we have right now, but again, what we do, what we do every day. So I think a lot of us has a different kind of stories, experience in life, but also all of us has also success story in our lives. Thank you so much, Arjus. To me, offer a very brighter future. The vision of the company for us is clear and very concise. All what we have to do in here is understand who is really Atomy, what is really Atomy, and why Atomy. Our Joyce bring us that what she saw in the beginning, the love of the product that she has, and of course, what she's really looking forward not only for herself but for the family, and not only for the family, but for a lot of people as well that she knows. Thank you again, Arjus, and that is really a great opening eye, especially for our new participants in here. For us to begin with, I'd like to share one more time in here with my screen, and before I give one of the, a great person that we have always, the guidance, and as well, right? And I will always go back into experience is the most, right? Guidance that we can have in here in Atomy. Thank you, Ara Joyce, again, one more time. And with us, And I'd like to share this to everybody in here. I'm not sure if this is really look also for familiar to everyone. As I mentioned earlier, product satisfaction. Jackie shared it to us and how she really benefited with this product just for one product that she's already tried. If the consumer are satisfied with the product, of course, that would be a repeat, right, consumer for us. And I myself is a satisfied consumer of Atomy line of product. Name it, from health, right, to skincare product to personal care product. And again, the opportunity to receive residual income. I'd like to share this screen to everybody, and this is what exactly what I am looking forward as artists said. Balanced life. Can we attain this? Is this achievable? Is this possible? I do believe 100% that when Vinod mentioned about those earlier, like this is in Canadian income. Is this possible? Is this reliable? Yes, it is. This is the companies offering it to all of us. If the company carrying a good product and if the company is live into the dream of sharing this wealth to everybody, I think this is a big opportunity for us. Every week, I myself, right, Ari, and a lot of us in here is offering this. Anybody that would like to know more about the business, we are happy to share. I can do one-on-one discussion. Whatever knowledge I already earned and achieved in here in Atomy, I will share it to each one of every person. A team meeting every Sunday and many more. So we can discuss more on how we can help you to do this business. Atomy itself, the company itself, is providing an online training and seminars. There is every Tuesday, there is a monthly online seminars, and there is a monthly success academy that we can learn more about Atomy. And not only that, every Tuesday, right, that is 8:30 Wednesday in the Philippines, and I don't know in the other part of the world, there is a business introduction that being conducted by our center education. A product discussion. If you want to know more, best is join us, Eri Jong, which is been in Atomy for the last 6 years, has all the knowledge to share about any product of Atomy, name it. So a team meeting, of course, for us in here every Sunday, 9 a.m. I think for all of us in here, right, we always put up this into our own mindset. Let's do our best right now. And this is what I am looking forward to. Eventually in the future, we will find ourselves in the position to have the best to have. Before we begin with our discussion, before we end with our discussion, I'd like to ask and share one more time the guidance and of course the vision and can share to everybody in here. And I always ask this every Sunday to have, word of wisdom, of course, her own experience for the last 6 years and beyond, her own success stories in Atomy. Eri Jong.
Why, Jonathan, keep on mentioning my last name.
6 years?
Usually say Ari. Hello and nice to see everyone. And thanks, Jackie, for your amazing testimony with the Hemohem. That's the one thing that I was going to talk about. If you think about all those companies, all those MLM companies, the creation of the company, the reason the company has been created, if you really look beyond their story, of course, most of the company has been created to make money. No doubt about that. But if you really clearly understand, or if you have dig more information about Atomy, you will know that Atomy has not been created to make more money for the CEO Hangul Park. CEO Hangul Park actually create this company. Everything start with Hemohem. Just, I wouldn't say a box of Hemohem. I'm sure he has taken like more than a box of the Hemohem because he personally himself went through a liver failure. And he also, it's not we making up a story. He also mentioned during many success academies or many of his previous meetings that doctor gave him 6 months to live. Really, 6 months to live. And that's when he got introduced to Hemohim. And when you look at CEO Hungry Park this stage, if you have watched them, the Atomy World Success show, he looks happy. He looked very energetic. You will never imagine that this guy really only 6 months to live. Hemohim actually helped him. Hemohim, it's a miracle work for him that he'll be able to dedicate his life to Atomy for last 11 years now. So if you understand the history of Atomy and history of creation of Hemohim, your doubt about this company will be erased. You don't really have to dig more information about compensation or each individual product, just how this company has been created. CEO Park didn't create this company to make him become a millionaire. I know this sound might cheesy because when I mentioned it, are you really sure? CEO Hungry Park really created this company to spread a word of God. I know this is Sunday, but that's not the reason I'm saying this. This is coming from CEO Hungry Park, his own lecture. That's what he has. That's what he asked while he was in a bed, hospital bed, counting his days. If I get one more chance to live, I will spend the rest of my life to spend the word of Bible. And Hemohim came to his life, and surprisingly, he gained his wealth, and that's how he decided to build Atomy. When Atomy started it, you know how many products Atomy had? Only two, Hemohim and skincare. So if you know the history, we have no reason to complain why we only have so little product in Atomy this stage. Compared to 10 years ago, we have a plenty of product. So we cannot say, oh, it's hard to succeed in Atomy, it's hard to share Atomy because we have a limited number of products. All the leaders who are Imperial Masters or even Crowd Masters, they only started with Hemohim and skincare set and without any proper head office. So if you want to know more about those informations out there. We have a Siege Atomy, we have each global country's official YouTube channel. So check out all those informations. Once the word doubt about this company is erased, nothing will stop you. I believe like Arju's group name is Unstoppable. That's how you will become. Once the word doubt about Atomy is erased from your system, nothing can stop you. Probably you cannot even fall asleep thinking about Atomy every single minute, right? And think about, probably you all envy all those people who owns franchise. Who doesn't envy the person who owns a McDonald's or Starbucks? You don't need to envy them because you owned one. But in order for you to own those franchise, you need to spend how much? I heard to own a McDonald's in Canada, you need to spend more than 1.5 million. Who has 1.5 million sitting in your bank account right now? Then probably you can invest in McDonald's. You don't have to do Atomy. But most of us, we don't have that much capital to invest to buy the franchise. The reason people buying franchise because it's guaranteed income. The product is there, the system is there. Only thing they need to do is invest their money. But since we're not investing any of money for us to have this amazing global online shopping mall, only thing we're investing is our time. Atomy has amazing product. Atomy has amazing system. With our investment of time, we'll be able to create an income. And we're not talking about the regular active income. We're talking about passive income. In Atomy, they start calling system income. We are creating income through a system, the system that Atomy created for us. So some of the leaders also mentioned that Atomy set up 99% of a business. We need to input 1% of our effort, 1% of our time. 99 plus that 1% will be able to create a success in an Atomy. So if you have that confidence today, you'll be able to succeed in Atomy. And by deleting the word doubt from your system, trust me, you won't feel shy. Nothing's gonna stop you really sharing Atomy to many people, and even rejections, it's not gonna let you stop sharing it Atomy. Why rejection would bother you? More people rejecting you, trust me, it's gonna give you a lot of energy to share to more people. If you want to, this is the one, it's kind of tattooed in my brain because one of the royal master at the time, now he's a crown master, he mentioned that in order for you to become royal master, you need to get minimum 2,000 rejections. When I heard that number, I couldn't really think about the beyond meaning of the 2,000. If you are getting 2,000 rejections, what that means, you need to share minimum at least 50,000 people. You're not getting 2,000 rejections by sharing to 2,000 people. You need to share to more number of people, so you're getting 2,000 rejections. So Atomy, we need to share the vision of Atomy, the goodness of our product to many people now, not just your neighbors, around the world. Around the world. When you do that, you will be able to create the residual income. Thank you, Vinod, for going over our compensation plan. We'll be able to create the income that Vinod went over it. And imagine, we'll be able to live a balanced life. Passive income, the system income. We're joining this meeting because none of us have that system income, and that system income will help us to have the dream life we want. And not only us, we can help our next generation to have a amazing life also. I'm not sure how many of you actually saw Atomy World Success Show. You all watched it, and the reason I fell in love with that show, and I was very thankful that Atomy actually has created that show. Atomy was able to pick the most inspiring story for Atomy Voices. And if you remember one of the couple's story was very touching because the wife was diagnosed with breast cancer. And that's when she got introduced to Hemohim. And now she's healthy. And husband's testimony, after she started taking Hemohim, and they also included vitamin C and omega-3. And one day, the wife said, husband, you can go to work now. And when he came back from work, the house was clean. There was a food on the table. So husband was surprised. And now she's happy. And because the wife was sick, of course, he wasn't able to work many hours. He didn't have much money on his bank account. So when he mentioned the story, I was a bit in tears because he said the daughter was asking for a pizza. Daddy, can we have a pizza for dinner? And his answer was no, because he didn't have a $10 on his bank account. So as a dad, of course, he said he cried. But now with Atomy, he said, I can't even buy 100 pizza. I can't even buy 1,000 pizzas. But only reason I'm not buying 1,000 pizzas because too much cheese on it. So through Atomy, it's not only his wife, his family lifestyle has been changed. He'll be able to provide anything to his daughters. So Atomy is just really beyond just ordinary MLM company. Will promise you to create $1 million. It's a company where you can become healthier, and you can also have a balanced life. So hear more stories from those success people. It will motivate you every day to move on with Atomy business. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Ari. And yeah, I always love to hear that. Okay, not only introducing right away Ari, but I like to emphasize about experience. Experience is the most for me in here in Atomy, and this is what I experienced for the last 2 years. So yeah, 2 years. I think today is 28. Yeah, by March I'll become 2 years in Atomy. But not only the success story that I heard from other people, my own success story in terms of my health. And we heard from Jackie earlier one more time. Jackie, thank you so much for sharing that. And I'm sure if you will be able to share the benefit of him to you to other people, and this is a very good cause to do it and to share to others as well. But again, for us, what as Harry mentioned it to us, the founder itself of this company started from there, right? The love of the product, which is transformed into his life, into something else right now. That is the reason why he is so passionate of telling a lot of people, know Atomy, learn about Atomy, and for sure, not only with the benefit of the product that you will also feel from Atomy. Next Sunday, we will run through about the business introduction, how our company started with. We will discuss information about this, and today is a very, very like, a special discussion for me about the Hemohem itself. We will discuss the product information itself about Hemohem, and not only Hemohem, and also some of our product as well that we carry in here in our shopping mall. We will discuss more about how the compensation plan, the generous compensation plan that we have in here in our business. And I think we can build a vision and we can be successful in the future in Atomy. It may take time for some, but for others, no. As I always love these words, when you do your best right now, you will find yourself in a position to have the best in the future. And and I always be inspired and look into these people. Financial freedom, as I always dream for. And I'm sure all of us in here, we are dreaming for this to have a balanced life. Arjois, thank you so much for sharing your vision and your life scenario earlier for us. Thank you again, everyone, and happy Sunday. And I hope to see you all next Sunday as well. Thank you so much for all the participants. And once again, Vinod, thank you for that wonderful presentation.
Thanks, everyone.
We'll
Bye-bye.
see you
Good night.
again next Sunday. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you,
Take care.
Hendra, for joining us in here. Happy to see you, partner.